Dr. Madan Kandula with Advent. Today talking about some tools of the trade, specifically one you might have heard of, which is balloon sinuplasty. This is the instrument that we use, or one of the instruments that we use. So this is a sinus balloon. It's a simple, elegant, easy device for us to use, and that is a good thing. So when we look at this instrument here, we see at the end there is this flexible little light at the tip. That's purposeful, and so it's lit up so that we can find our way into the sinus through the natural opening. So it is flexible, so we can kind of just sneak in there, very gentle, easy, and very effective. So when we use this on the inside of the nose, when we're up in the sinuses, we can actually see it lighting up on your face. So that's very handy. This is actually the balloon. So this little guy here that I can squeeze tight, that's the balloon. That's a deflated balloon. So that's what we see here. When we get the catheter in the right spot, then we advance this balloon, which is what that's showing us, so that's now where the sinus opening is. And then what we end up doing is basically just gently inflating that. And so you can see that happening there. Well, it kind of moved, but that's normally it's holding itself in place. So again, when we find the right spot with this flexible guide here, then we advance the balloon and then we inflate it, which is what you see there. When we do that, we're literally inflating the sinus opening or opening that sinus opening bigger. So most folks don't notice much other than kind of a pressure change. Like all of a sudden something just changed in there because we've taken an area that's been shut or tight and we're opening it up. So it's usually pretty mellow. Oftentimes you can kind of hear the creaking sound of this balloon inflating. I don't know if you can hear that right now, but otherwise pretty low key. And so it's very instantaneous. So when we do this, we're basically inflating it, deflating it, and then moving on. So it's just a couple seconds in each spot when we're using this technology. It's very simple, very easily, very well tolerated, and so that's why we're able to do this in the office under local anesthesia, and very effective though. It makes those openings more open, and that really does help. So prior to this balloon being invented, the only way that we could open up sinuses was by removing some of the blocking tissue, so surgically, physically removing it. Now with balloon sinuplasty, we can dilate the natural openings, leave you intact, and yet make sure those sinuses are functioning properly, which is pretty remarkable. So balloon sinuplasty, this is actually one of the sinus balloons that we use for a sinuplasty. Simple, elegant technology that really combined with the expert skills of our surgeons allows us to really change people's world, change your life as far as making sure that your nose and sinuses are working for you versus against you. So balloon sinuplasty, this is the actual balloon or one of them. Simple, easy, and effective.